And I don't know who told mass presenting women who are homophobic towards gay men that they were above. Do you know? I don't know who gave him the key to the cis het male kingdom to join in their ignorance.
That's what is so wild to me, because it's just like you've just taken on all the sort of negative, weird stuff that cis men do, and you've adopted that, and that's, to me, that's really, really weird. Like,
you are not a cis het man.
You're not a cis het man, baby. Yeah, it's not that. Like, relax. Hello. Hi guys, and welcome to episode 183 of the Tutus podcast. I am Nana.
And I'm Ro.
And together we are Tutus.
Yes, we are.
As if you didn't already know. 183 episodes.
Yeah. Somebody said that, why do you guys keep mentioning the number every week? They say that you guys can't, every week you're basically like, oh my God, when this meant this number.
It's about that. We just started like that and we've just continued. I don't know
not the saying the number as in like, oh my God, we've had 183 episodes now. Like that kind of, when we say stuff and things like that.
So?
I don't really know what they said there. But we appreciate you commenting though. We like that. Keep commenting. Anyway.
let me be nice, child.
Yeah.
Let me be good. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I think my right eye is quite dry.
Because of contact lenses?
I think I had my contact lens in today the wrong way. You know, you need it.
Yeah.
It can't look like it needs to more look like a. Do you know what I mean?
But you can feel when it's in the wrong way.
Yeah, but I was in the rush, and I just felt like it would just move in its correct place. But I was by the time I got home, I was out the whole day. By the time I got home, I had to take them out. Just wear my glasses today.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Well, how you feeling? Is it better?
It still hurts. So if you see me itching my eye today and my eye looks a bit red, then it's just the contact lens was doing a number on me.
I'm so done.
But also, I think it's because I'm having late nights.
Yeah, you haven't been.
I've been having a lot of late nights.
You haven't been sleeping, so it's catching up with you, which it tends to do. You know, gonna have to find some time to rest. You know,
some balance
at some point. Yeah, some balance.
No matter how sweet the pillow talk is.
Yeah.
Anyway, how you doing?
I'm all right. I think, you know, certain things that have happened recently. I recently left a situation, but I will not be, oversharing because I don't do that. But I've just had a moment to sort of sit with it now that I'm out of the situation. And yeah, I'm quite disappointed in people. I'm quite disappointed in people. And I just feel like, guys, we say this all the time, but you need to go where love is. You need to go where you're valued. You need to go where you're respected. You need to go where, there's compassion, where there's grace. That's so important. For me, everything is about energy and how things make me feel. And that's really, really important to me. So I think I've just learned sometimes you can't pick, who you're around in certain situations. Like, gladly, I've got amazing friends. I've got amazing family. I got to pick my friends, and I'm grateful for that. But there's certain situations where you can't pick the people you're around, which is really annoying. And that makes it hard, I guess. But just reiterate, go where love is. That's the mantra. Do you know what I mean? So
it's really important to go where love is, man. And I just feel like there's a lot of us who we put ourselves in situations, or we stay in situations longer than we need to, just because it's comfortable, or maybe because of what other people are going to say, or like just because society says we need to do this. Do you know what I mean? But you have to put yourself first. Yeah, it's okay to be uncomfortable for a little while if it's going to make you happier.
It's true. So. But yeah, also in life, guys, try and lead with love. Try and lead with like kindness and compassion and grace. That's so important, because that's what I've learned over the last few weeks, is that there's not a lot of it. People do not give it enough, or they don't even give it at all.
That's in everything. That's just not friendships.
No, that's not just friendship.
Any type of relationship you have, like a professional one, even like just strangers on the street. Like even if someone's getting off the tube, kindness. Like just step out the way. People are not stopping for people on the zebra crossings these days.
No, they're not. They're like, really not.
Everyone's moving mad. I don't know.
Everyone's moving crazy out here. People are not stopping for people to turn into the road.
Yeah,
people are not giving way.
Yes, Nana is beeping at y'all.
When you beep, I beep back. But apart from that, like, I am good. I've just had a chance to sit with my feelings, and Yeah, I'm feeling okay.
It'll all work out, Sha.
Yeah.
And it always does.
It always does.
It always does.
It always
girl.
does. We're about to get back in the gym as well. I haven't been to the gym in ages.
Yeah, we're going to the gym after recording, guys.
Yeah.
It's after 9 p.m. right now.
It is.
And this is the latest we have recorded in a very, very, very long time. I don't think we've recorded this late for time.
For a long time. But, you know, we need to get this episode out to you guys. And thank you guys so much for the comments. Keep commenting on YouTube because I love seeing that. This week, I was feeling it a little bit, I wouldn't say down, but less happy than I usually am. And just seeing those comments really, really like made me smile, really brighten up my day. So like keep those comments because people are like, oh, like Wednesdays, wait for Wednesdays to come to listen to you guys. Nice. And that is amazing. It makes me feel great. So keep commenting.
Even when people like joining the conversations on TikTok comments and Instagram comments, like it's really nice. And the thing is, people talk to us like they are real life friends.
And it feels like that.
We need to find a name for y'all.
Yeah.
We need to find a name for them.
Guys, give us suggestions.
Yeah, give us a few. Yeah. You know, let's get to know each other a bit more.
Yeah. Let's do that. I think we've even got a dilemma today, you know.
What? From the email?
Yeah. Did you see that?
I did, but I was wondering, is that a dilemma that we should read out? Or if that's more private?
I wanted it to be a surprise to me. So.
I read it and I'm not sure if it's one that they wanted our personal advice on.
Oh, okay.
I think we should read it. Let's read it. I think we should read it.
We'll read it.
But we'll also respond to the person as well.
Yeah.
Because there's things that I would like to respond in a way that I would like to, but I wouldn't like to say on a podcast. But I would respond in the email.
So we're going to give 2 responses.
So we'll give 2 responses. We get to that. But I just wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah.
I've been burning for a few days. I wanted to ask you this, but I thought, let me wait for the podcast.
Stop being a weirdo, man.
But I want the people to know too, that's why. Because I've asked you in a real life, then, I mean, this is real life, but I've asked you in a real life, then, you know, they didn't get to hear it. But, you know when you use a strap?
Did we get here, man? Yeah, okay.
And you give the first stroke, and then the moan comes out of the person you've given the first stroke to.
Great moan.
What do you do?
Moan.
You moan with them.
And there's some sort of reaction to if they're moaning after the first stroke. There's gonna be a reaction from me. There's gonna be something that escapes from my mouth. I don't know if it's if it's a moan, but it's definitely a sound.
I think mine is a bit of a groan and a bit of a moan sometimes.
Yeah, but that's normal, right?
Yeah, it feels like I can feel it all as well.
Yeah, that's what I don't know what it is because obviously it's not attached on. But it's just like you're in it with them.
In that moment, it's attached to me. In that moment, it's attached to me.
And when you put it inside, and they moan, oh, music to my fucking ears, mate. And I will be responding to that vocally. Yeah. Yeah.
Just wanted to start.
Why was that a burning question?
Because I was going through the TikTok comments for the last strap post. And I just thought about it. I was looking through the comments and I thought,
yeah, I wonder if other people moaned when they...
Are you just silent when you guys strap?
I'm not silent. I'm definitely moaning, making some sort of sound. But
do you like talking? Like people talk to you?
I like it when people talk to me.
Do you talk back?
I talk a little bit.
Saying
but
not too much.
Not as much. Not as much as they be talking. But I do say a few things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because
I like to talk them through it as well.
Yeah.
But you need to be selective about who you talk through it because they'll all start catching feelings if you talk everyone through it.
Do you know what I was thinking the other day? Yeah, because we was talking about sex on one of the last episodes. Yeah, and I remember when I was working at this pub many moons ago. Yeah, and this guy was telling me, this guy that I worked with, he was like, "Oh, he gives dead sex to girls so that they don't get attached," and I was like, "Oh," I was like, "No, I don't think as a lesbian or like with girl on girl sex, I don't think you can. That's possible."
I mean, do you know what? You can have your days where you're like, you're not going in, but I don't think that has anything to necessarily do with
even if I don't
your abilities.
Yeah, but even if I don't like someone like that enough, I'm still gonna.
I need to deliver.
I'm gonna deliver.
I need to deliver
because I can't have my name out on the streets. Somebody saying that Nana it didn't do what she was meant to do.
Do you know the 1 or 2 times that I haven't delivered? It's because I didn't think. I went in there and I was like, I don't want to be in here. So I'm
half-hearted.
It was very half-hearted because I just went in there and I said, actually, I don't want to be here anymore. But
yeah.
I'm here, so I'm going to get the work done.
Yeah.
But I've got the work done with very little effort.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
But I don't know how we can like give shit sex in order for somebody not to catch feelings. Like I don't think
there's more to it. I mean, I get it, like, but there's more to it than sex for catching feelings.
It's true, guys. There's more to it than just sex. Yeah, unfortunately. Ciao. Anyway,
I just want to ask you that. Yeah.
Feel free to ask any more questions about this. Tell us what you do, guys. Do you moan? Use the hashtag TT podcast. Let us know if you moan when you give the first stroke. Now I'm thinking about sex. Oh God. Yeah. Oh God. Should we do this dilemma?
Yeah.
So the subject says 33, mum of 2 and only just coming out. Hey, firstly, I adore your podcast. I relate to most of your topics, and you've really helped me confirm my identity. As for what's been weighing on my mind lately, I've been hesitant to open up about it, but I realized that reaching out is the first step, even if it's to strangers. I'm 33 and a single parent to 2 children, and I basically think I've lived a lie my whole life, or at least ignored how I felt deep down. I didn't have boyfriends in high school. As I hit college, where I met my daughter's dad, I just ignored those feelings in the back of my head. I was totally in denial about my sexuality, and I can clearly see that now. I felt grossed out by men at times and have engaged in sexual experiences where I didn't truly desire them. I've been in a relationship with a man for 5 years, but lately I've realized it's not just him. I'm simply not attracted to men in general. Our physical connection has dwindled, and I've come to the realization that I might not actually be into men at all. Sex was a struggle. I only liked it when he went down on me and I could shut my eyes. Open brackets. Man, that sounds so bad. Close brackets. Guys, I just know what I was expecting. We're pretty much just good friends, and we both see that and are calling it off. Fun fact, he always makes jokes that he thinks I'm into women, and I would feel embarrassed but never deny it. My response every time would be, how would I know if I've never been with one? I'm at a loss. I don't know how to come out to my friends and family, especially since I don't have any LGBT friends for support. I don't have anyone to talk to. Not really sure if I even want to tell them yet without figuring out exactly who I am myself. Living in a new area on my own adds to my confusion because I have no idea where to go and meet people. Dating sites cringe me out, but is that where it's at? The thought of exploring my sexuality is both exciting and terrifying. I'm completely out of my comfort zone. I worry because I have 2 children. Women will be put off me and my baggage. I know my type, and it's not femmes. It's hard to meet women when you have children. Is it a turn off? Help me. Where do I start? This is very loaded.
I like this dilemma. I mean, I don't like it for you, but it's real life, innit? It's real life, and I think that usually we get like this is a grown person dilemma, basically.
Yeah, we get usually person. Like young people.
Yeah, we know they're in early 20s.
Yeah.
But for this person, firstly, I want to say that coming out to yourself is the most important thing. Don't even think about coming out to friends and family. Yep. Like that's the least of your worries right now. Like you need to understand who you are first for yourself, for your own sanity, and just for your own validation before going out and go into the scary world of coming out, because other people's opinions could right now, before you know yourself, could alter your experience of trying to find out who you are. You might even just stop that. You might or it might push you into areas that you're not particularly ready for as well at the same time. Like there's 2 sides of the spectrum here, but definitely just keep to yourself for now until you know for sure and you're comfortable. Like it's just no one's business until you want it to be their business, basically.
Yeah, it's no rush. Like there's no rush to come out. I think, you know, when you first having these feelings, like you think, oh, I need to come out, I need to tell people, but you don't actually need to do that. You need to sit with it a bit and just see how exactly you are feeling. I think it's hard because obviously when we say you don't need to come out, obviously you want somebody to talk to about this, because it seems like you feel quite lonely about this. Is this something that you've been like thinking for a while? And I think it's good that you reached out to us. I think that you can sort of scope out people in your life who you think may react well to it, but you always need to be careful about that, because you might think that someone will have a good reaction to this, and they might surprise you, it can be really heartbreaking. So I would just say, like, be careful. But yeah, you did a good thing by coming to us, boy, because I would say, yeah, don't rush in coming out. Just relax, like take time, figure it out, and just see how it goes.
Yeah, there's a lot of like fun and beauty in trying to figure out your sexuality and figure out who you are. and it's so intimate. Like, it's okay to keep that to yourself. Obviously, if there is someone you think you can tell, then tell them. Because there's not like a bit of gist. Do you know what I mean? I've had sex with a girl and it was fantastic. Of course, you would tell someone. Do you know what I mean?
True.
But like, it's okay if you don't have anyone to tell at the same time.
Yeah.
But and when it comes to
dating,
the man saying that he thinks you're lesbian, I don't know you, but I agree. I agree.
I think you're onto something here, because I think for me, like, when I was coming out, I definitely had sex with men just to see if I was gay, and it was like the wrong thing to do, because I think I just knew, and also it just like it pushed me. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I probably shouldn't have done that. I should have taken my time. And I think that's on the other side. That's the inverse. Like, you just need to take your time regardless. Your man be knowing, because if you don't want to have sex with him, if you don't feel your head, when your eyes are closed, you don't desire him, like, even like physically, like. Because it just seems like you don't like men more than we don't like men. You know what I mean?
Yeah, do you know, and the thing is, I can actually identify with that's why I wanted to respond privately to some of the parts, because I do think it's quite similar to me. Like, obviously, have had sex with men before as well, and I didn't enjoy not one of them. I don't even remember what the penis feels like in my vagina.
I can't remember.
I don't remember what it feels like. And there wasn't one person who made me orgasm from anything, not even from oral, from nothing. And I didn't even know what an orgasm from somebody else even felt like until, to be fair, my first sexual experience was with a woman. But I centered it around men. I didn't really include that. But yeah, I can understand that. I didn't enjoy it. And the thing is, I was having sex with different men just to see if this was the one. Yeah. Okay, maybe I'm gonna enjoy this one. Yeah. Because it's not like I don't like men as individuals, as they're male species. I'm not like one of them lesbians that hate men. I'm not one of them ones.
I'm not one of them either.
But I don't have a romantic connection to them. Yep. And it definitely came out in the bedroom. And a few of them made comments. Some people made comments asking if I was a lesbian or bi. And I mean, I knew. One guy said that I was a zombie whenever we had sex. And he was the guy I had sex with the most out of everybody. Everyone else was like 111, but this one I had sex with the most. And he was like, you act like a zombie, like you don't want to be here.
Because you didn't.
Because I didn't. Do you know what I mean?
You were forcing it.
Yeah, and it actually made him insecure as well.
Oh,
It made him insecure. He started telling me that is his dick big enough? He was like, he started looking into dick enhancement to make it bigger. Like
it's never that deep.
It's just never that deep. And like, I feel really bad for this guy.
No, I feel bad for him as well.
Yeah, I do feel bad for this guy, and sorry.
He probably knows now, innit? That it wasn't
he does
him.
know, yeah. He does know, like, but he knows it wasn't him, but I still think it had a mental, I think I had a mental toll on him, to be honest, with other things too. But yeah, so I can sympathize with you there, like, in regards to that. But listen, the moment you stop having sex with men, you're just gonna change your life, babe.
It is, and it seems like she wants to meet people. Like, in terms of dating, I would say, yeah, you should like put your little pinky toe in the water and just see what I say. And obviously, like, it's hard to, when you don't have a community, you don't know any gay people at all. It's hard to meet them. But I mean, when we send you an email, we might include some places.
You might include some things for you.
Yeah, we might put some things in there for you. Obviously, you like the masks, and I feel like for a femme stepping out is quite hard.
It's quite difficult if you like masks. I don't know if Stundy's Love would... No, it hasn't happened yet, Stundy's Love, by the time this comes out.
No.
Well, if you can get a ticket, then please do come. It is sold out, but we can beg Courtney for you. It is always, we can find out if somebody else is reselling tickets or something. Yeah. But like, you did say there's not spaces to go to. You said that you don't know how to meet people when it comes to... if it's whether it's apps, Hinge.
I mean, it's not for me, but you can give it a try if you haven't already. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's a couple other ones, but I'm gonna include it in the email because I can't think of them now. But there are some like girl on girl ones. So I don't know if you like black mass women, but they're probably not on the girl sites. The black mass women are on Hinge.
They're on Hinge. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But if you like anything else, and I guess all the other apps are all right for you, Tinder, all of that.
Yeah.
But
and also, like, she made a point about, like, because she has 2 kids, she feels like she's coming with baggage. And trust me, like, the masks like to be steadies.
They like to be steadies. And this is what I want to say to you. So obviously, I'm somebody who has a child, and I have never come across anybody who said they don't want to date me because I've got a child. But
do you think that might be different because you're mask?
Yeah, I think they see it as, and there's no baby father. There's no baby father drama. So like, I'm not saying that you have that, but I do think that people just look at me and look at my child and they just feel like, oh, a ready-made family, I'm going to insert in myself into that. But they have admitted later on down the line, they don't usually date people with kids. That's definitely something, conversations I've had before, but they're just like, oh, but with you, I don't care. But I do think women are open to dating women that have kids. There's not many, I don't know anyone that is like a straight no. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, I know a mask who got married to someone with a child.
Yeah. It's, and I mean, would you date someone who's got kids?
Yeah. At first I said I wouldn't, like years ago. I said I wouldn't. But at this point, most people have kids at our age, you know.
They do. You know. They do. And if it's things it's something dawned on me. I don't think anyone who's been listening to the podcast in the last couple of weeks or since we've been going viral, I don't think that many people know that I've got a child. Yeah,
probably not.
Just because I don't really talk about her much anymore, because she's almost 13. And she definitely can see these clips on TikTok.
Oh, she sees them.
She doesn't, because she purposely, she knows we chat shit on here. So she doesn't. I've told her not to watch it. One thing about her, she's going to listen to me. I said don't watch them, so she's not going to watch it. But just in case, do you know what I mean? I don't want to see a clip of me chatting her business. Do you know what I'm saying? So just in case she decides to listen one day, I don't want to, you know, but even though I talk about my experience being a parent, it still involves her. So I do talk about her less. Yeah. That's why I wanted to email you more information. I didn't want to talk about her too much. But because there was an article that said that, they said that, oh, Ro's a parent, but she doesn't really talk about it much in an article. But they didn't say it in a bad way. It was like in a, she hasn't made it her identity.
Well, yeah, because you're not just a mother. Yeah. Although you take that role very seriously, that's not just who you are. You're other things too. Yeah. So I think it's good that there's a balance.
I'm very adamant. When I had that child, I was adamant that mum is not going to be my... Do you know in the bio, Jaden's mum? Yeah. I was not going to be a Jaden's mum in the bio kind of mum. Sorry.
They do take it. They take it.
Yeah.
Some people take
so it you know, no, people are not going to think. I mean, there might be some people. I'm not going to lie. There might be some people that say,
because everyone has a preference. Like everyone has a preference, and obviously the more kids you have, like one is different to two. Do you know what I mean? So, but there are people who would get into a relationship with someone.
100%.
I would, because I feel like at my age, like a lot of people have kids, and also I do have love to give. I love kids. Do you know what I mean? So
listen, the daddies are waiting for you, girl. The daddies are waiting for you, girl.
Daddies. I'm fucking done.
That is jokes, but yeah, that's the only dilemma we got this week, innit?
Yeah, send us more dilemmas to our email hello@tutus.co.uk.
Also, I just want to say, if you send in a dilemma,
are you being strict?
You're giving us permission to say it on the podcast, and we're going to read your dilemma as you've given it to us. So please include information only that you don't mind us saying on the podcast. Do you know what I mean? Or try to keep it as aloof, is that aloof the word, as possible. Just so you don't, I don't know, expose people or whatever the case may be. Like, just be clever with it, because at the end of the day, once this podcast goes out, we cannot go back to Ella and tell Ella to take it down and edit things out because of your dilemma. We just can't do it. Like,
can't do that.
It takes a long time for the episodes to upload, to edit. It takes almost a day for everything to be done, and sometimes longer. So you can't call like on a Wednesday at 4 p.m. ask us to cut down your dilemma because you put in some information you didn't want us to read. And that is no shade. I just have to say that.
No, yeah, it has to be said. Just let us know whether you actually want us to read it out or not, or respond privately, or like if you want to be anonymous, just let us know as well.
They're all anonymous anyway. We don't say anyone's names.
Some people might put we don't say anyone's names, but some people might put their names and stuff like that. Just make it very clear that you know this is private. You want it to be anonymous.
If that's true, if you want us to message you instead of putting on, actually no, it's for the air. Everyone's gonna be saying it's private. We can't do that. It's just that we can't be agony aunts for everybody.
Oh gosh,
not just on the podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah, no shade. That the person I'm saying this to, I'm saying it with love. I really appreciate you sent the dilemma in. Obviously, we had a laugh. And that's what I want to say, because I don't want to make it bait what dilemma is. We had a laugh when we was reading it, and it was just a laugh. But we appreciate you sending it in, and we appreciate this is the podcast, and we love you.
Yeah, we do. Thank you. Next on the agenda, so they've I don't know if it's a pause or if it's a ban, but either one of that, they've put on children receiving puberty blockers. And this is because there was like the referrals skyrocketed for like trans kids, like kids with gender identity. And that skyrocketed. And, you know, I don't know much about this, like, and I'm not going to pretend that I know about like a lot about this or a lot about like the trans experience, especially like the trans child experience. But obviously to me reading this, it seems like obviously something that is going to stop someone from living their life, even as a child. I mean, this is for under 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
And yeah, to me, it just seems like, and I've said this before, it just seems like people think that kids don't know necessarily like what they want. And it's funny because, you know, people say, oh, when you get older, you know what you want, I change my mind every 5 minutes. Do you know what I mean?
Adults change their mind all the time.
Yeah, adults change their mind all the time.
Yeah, and I think it's unfair. I think people don't give enough credit
to kids.
They have brains, you know. They're clever. They know how they feel. They know how they feel better than you know how they feel, because they are feeling it. And I just feel like there needs to be more. There just needs to more be respectful of children. At the end of the day, they're individuals that are going to grow up to be adults. They're not quite there yet, and obviously it's our job to guide them to get there.
Yeah.
But I do think children should be listened to. They shouldn't be silenced.
At least that.
And at least that. And I feel like this puberty blocker thing is a form of silencing children. And I don't know much about puberty blockers, but what I do know is just not only trans kids that have them. Because imagine you're a child, you start your period at 6 years old, because it can happen. We're gonna do put pads in your Pampers.
Not the
do you know
Pampers.
what I mean? Like, so I just feel like it's also there to allow other children to have a peaceful childhood, as it is for trans kids as well. And I understand maybe not every single person who goes on the puberty blockers are actually trans. Maybe it's just something they felt at the time and they've changed their mind, which is actually okay. Like Nana said, it's okay to change your mind. But those puberty blockers, they're not transitioning. Do you know what I mean? They're just
slowing down like puberty, basically.
Yeah,
it's not transitioning.
So I don't, but it's interesting to me that the reason is because trans referrals have skyrocketed down for under 18s. That's interesting. And I wonder if that's because of people now have the language.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's because people are now more open to exploring who they are from younger ages. Either way, I think that's both great. Both those reasons, if it is those reasons, I think it's amazing. And I think that the government... I'll just transphobe at the end of the day. And also, the government are trying to cutting funding for everything, mate.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
That is, yeah, it is quite sad. I think that, boy, we need to listen to children a bit more and like help them through it and guide them through it. I know I've like watched like a few clips on YouTube about like, you know, young people who have maybe started transitioning and then realized that, oh, actually maybe this is not for me, and then like reversed it and stuff like that. And that, you know what, that happens, like, you know. And I know that these are like sort of medium changes because they haven't completely like transitioned, but they're still able to like reverse it if they want to. And I think it's sometimes it's a part of like growing up. As you said, you felt like you might have been a boy when you was younger. You was thinking about that. You didn't have the language for it, but you felt it. Do you know what I mean? And so I just feel like we need to give space to kids to actually like figure out, obviously with some help and with some guidance, because they're kids still. But everything just needs to be appropriate. You know, like, safe. That's all I care about.
It's not about children saying, I want this, and you just give it to them. That's not what it is. It's about you working with the child to figure out what it is they're feeling. Do you know what I mean? Working with them. The key word is with. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one's saying like just give kids whatever they want, because that's irresponsible as well. But so is ignoring them is really irresponsible too. So there has to be a middle ground, basically.
Because what does this mean for kids who desperately feel like strange in their own body? You know, this could lead to all sorts of things. This could lead to trigger warning, like suicide, like increasing in kids and stuff like that, because they don't feel comfortable in their own body. And as I've said this before, you know, with people who are a bit combative when it comes to that, it's just like, you don't feel what they feel. How could you possibly know what they feel? You know? So I think we just need to be a bit mindful of that. I don't know, as I said, I don't know if it's a pause or if it's a ban, but we're just gonna have to see where this goes. Do you know what I mean? Gonna have to see where this goes. In other gay news, so there's a video of an artist going around who is I want to say lesbian, but I don't really.
She's a lesbian.
She's lesbian. Okay,
well, she definitely dates women.
Well, she dates. Yeah, she dates women.
I doubt that she dates men.
No, but I don't know if queer or gay or lesbian or.
She dates women.
Okay, somebody that dates women who's also a artist, a musician. They put out a song, a diss track, and they were using homophobic slurs in the diss track. And it's really interesting because somebody pulled it up and was just like, how can you be a lesbian, saying homophobic stuff, And I think that, and this was, to a guy, and they use the phrase
"batty man." They said "batty man."
They said "batty man." They used the phrase "batty man." And I find it interesting that, that we're still using these kind of words in 2024. And that is appropriate as a member of the community.
Okay, so there's two things I feel about this year. There's one thing that it is a homophobic word. It's batty man. And it's you're a lesbian who's calling someone a batty man. And I would like to give you space to explain yourself there because a lot of people are confused. But there's that. But the other flip side is when I went to Jamaica, they were saying batty man, batty girl, whatever they were saying. And then the person I went with kind of turned to somebody and was like, wait, are they being homophobic? No, it's not homophobic. It's a homophobic word, but they're not being homophobic. That's just how they speak. That's just the language.
Yeah, no, I heard that because even like in Jamaica, like they have like they give names, like random names to people that is not actually their names, like Brokefoot or something. Do you know what I mean? I completely get that, but also we live in London. Do you know what I mean? So that,
but you know what? I guess she's in the dance hall ish kind of. I mean, I really like her music. I just want to say that, but she's just in the dance hall kind of.
So you really like her music?
I do
like her music.
It's in a lot of my playlists.
Yeah, I do.
And the guy's a dance hall artist as well. So I guess it's the culture, innit?
It's the culture.
And I don't want to be PC to the point where I'm now interfering with what their culture is. Obviously, I'm not Jamaican in it. So, and I've got some half Jamaican cousins, but I'm not Jamaican. And so when it comes to that, I don't fully understand that, but I do respect that there is like something acceptable about calling each other certain names or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, but this is what I would like to understand if it is acceptable.
Yeah,
if it is, then
let us know what.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like if
that.
it is acceptable, obviously let us know. Our Jamaican brothers and sisters. If it is acceptable, then sure. Who am I to say anything? Because if that's somebody's culture, of course. But then if it's not, because this is obviously a diss track, that's where the confusion lies. And that's, do you know what I mean? But
I hope I'm trying to make sense. I'm not trying to say that it's okay.
No, you're not.
Like, I hope that's not what you get from it. But what I'm trying to say is like, because when they explain to me, they're like, no. When we were like, they be homophobic, because I was with a mass presenting stud who lives in Jamaica and a femme who lives in Jamaica, and the person I went to Jamaica with, and we're all four of us were visibly queer in this space, in a very, very straight space in the hood in Jamaica, in the middle of a lockdown when we shouldn't have been there, and they were just, Batty Boy was being thrown about every left, right, and centre, and obviously being in the hood in Jamaica, like obviously, and being mass presenting, two of us are mass presenting, and the mass presenting person I went with, she wanted me to enter the building first because she was shook because she's mass presenting. So like, obviously I went in there first, like I'm some local, and we're hearing batty girl and batty boy and all this stuff. So we're like, but the girl, the femme was just like, no. There are instances where that would be homophobic, but they're not saying it. This is in love, basically. And I was just like, okay, but obviously it's a diss track, so that's not in love.
That's what I'm trying to understand.
So that's not in love, but there is, I guess, some cultural something around it that we don't understand, that we need to understand, I guess.
And I'm not judging, because when the old school tune comes on, it's not like I'm standing still. I'm not going to lie to you, we've discussed this before, but I just would like to understand, because for me, it just wasn't lining up. Like, if it's a diss track, then it seems like Batty Boy would be a diss. But, I just wanted to understand.
We don't understand. But, I do understand why a lot of people are turning around and saying, why is a lesbian being homophobic? But do you know what? Even about that, this track aside, a lot of mass presenting lesbians are homophobic.
Yeah, they are.
This is what it is. And they're transphobic too.
Yeah.
I think if you think about a lot of the mass presenting women that we know from back in the day.
Back in the day, especially.
Millennials. I'm gonna say, not really Gen Zs. I'm gonna say more than millennials and above. Fucking homophobic, bruv. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's like, if they see two men dancing, they don't necessarily want to fuck with that. Or like, if a trans woman might come through, man, I don't fuck with that trans stuff. I've seen even people, I've had to unfollow people that I've been following for years from the community that have said some transphobic shit when I've seen them in the Shade Barra comments and things like that. So and it's crazy. Like, there is, I'm not gonna lie, there is a lot of ignorance from that. And I don't know who told mass representing women who are homophobic towards gay men that they were above. Do you know? I don't know who gave him the key to the cis het male kingdom to join in their ignorance.
That's what is so wild to me, because it's just like you're just taken on all the sort of negative, weird stuff that cis men do, and you've adopted that, and that's, to me, that's really, really weird. Like,
you are not a cis het man.
You're not a cis het man, baby. It's just not that. Like, relax. And even like with them, they're homophobic, transphobic, and biphobic too.
I'm biphobic. I'm biphobic too. Yeah. I saw a tweet from an American trans man, and he was basically saying that how something about he wouldn't fuck with bisexual women. He would have a relationship with a bisexual woman, but he wouldn't just have a casual sexual relationship with a bisexual woman. And I didn't really care to look at the reasons why he said that. But I've noticed that whenever we speak about having sex or being intimate with a bisexual woman, there's always that centering of a penis. Cis het man's penis.
Boring.
In the conversation. They don't want the proximity to the juices that maybe the penis left behind.
They act like the penis is going inside them.
I don't think that's how it works.
Relax.
Do you know what I mean?
Chill out.
Do you know what I mean?
It's just so weird. It's absolutely strange to me. Like, decenter men and decenter penis. Okay.
Yeah, as much as men like to insert themselves in things that have nothing to do with them, I'm gonna need y'all to not also insert them when it's unprovoked as well. Like, there's just no need. And I just know that this person was saying that because they've descended cis het men. That's why they said they want to have a casual sexual relationship.
Yeah, but that's not you having a relationship with a man. Do you know what I mean? That's you having a relationship with a woman that sometimes has relationships with men.
I had sex with somebody. I had sex with someone, and I strapped her. And she told me afterwards that I was the first person to strap her. And I was like, why didn't you tell me beforehand? And she said because she's had an issue with people not wanting to strap her because she has sex with men. And
you guys,
I was like, what's that all about?
It's really giving insecure. Stop being insecure, man. Like, that man, whoever she's had, all the men that she's had sex with has nothing to do with you.
Nada.
And I understand where you're coming from, because obviously people are going to compare. That's just like human nature. We're going to compare things, right? But you kind of just need to like take yourself away from that sort of comparison, because the only person you're in competition with is yourself. Like, don't do that to yourself. Like, honestly, don't do it.
Just because his penis is attached and yours, do you know what? Yours lasts longer. It doesn't go limp.
It doesn't go flaccid.
You can even choose the options of sizes and girth.
You can switch it up. One day it can be small, one day it can be big.
One day it can be a Mr. Harry.
One day it could be
another day it could be a
vibrating.
skinny mini.
Right.
It's up to you.
Do you know what I mean? Variety.
Yeah, like, do you know, you even got dildos these days that are like that. Have you seen those ones?
Yeah.
The hand is like this. The hand like this. I would never buy that dildo. All the monster ones.
Do you know what I
mean?
It's crazy.
But like, there's variety, and just have fun in the fact there's variety, and also you can even have conversation around it. Like, you can ask your babes, like, what's the difference?
Do you know what? Like, I've heard that the only difference really is that it's warm.
Same.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
same.
It's warm, and then obviously like it throbs.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that I've heard. That's like,
but these days you can get vibrating ones. Do you know what I mean?
Get throbbing ones,
and you can get ones that heat.
A jacket. Okay.
Yeah.
A warm thing.
Yeah. You can get ones that heat up as well, babe.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
So it's no difference now, is there?
No, there isn't, and that's the thing. Like, that's the only thing that was, because it was definitely doing the job, boy. The curved one. Guys, get the curved.
I was looking for a curved one last night. Yeah.
It's hard to find curved one that like a good size.
I'm so annoyed that I've still got my. Oh my god!
How big is your curved one?
It's only 6 inches.
Yeah, you can't find bigger ones.
No, I've been looking. If you can find a curved dildo, please let me. I do think I found one. I'll send you pictures.
We actually want to do a sex toy line.
Yeah, I was talking about this yesterday. You know.
Was you?
Yeah.
We need sponsors to do a sex toy line, a lesbian sex toy line.
Yeah. And it's only going to be for lesbians or women that have sex with women.
Women that have sex with
and non-binary people.
Yeah. Yeah, if you've got money and you want to sponsor a sex toy line, hit us up.
Hit us up. We get a business model for y'all. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you're about your dildos, you threw it away.
So I do think somebody that was having sex with threw away my 6 inch. That was my favourite one. I really hope they have the curved one. But I do think she threw it away, you know. I think she threw away all my dildos. She threw them and then she replaced them all.
Oh right.
But none of them was curved. She replaced them all and now I've got to replace them again.
Yeah. Fun. I do hope you find the curved.
I think she threw it away. Legit.
No, but I think like find
online. I'm gonna show you. I do think I found one.
It is hard to find a curved one, but they are like the best thing in the world because they be hitting certain places.
I do think I found one for real. Like this is kind of curved.
A little bit, but it's not like.
I don't think I should show you. I don't think YouTube will ban us. That's definitely not curved.
That's very straight. That's a little bit
curved.
Yeah,
a little
but like,
bit.
You know when it's like proper curved because then it hits.
Yeah. We need a realistic dildo.
We've been saying this. Not that we're centering men, but like we do. Because the curved one doesn't really. None of them have a hood.
Which one? The curved one?
Yeah. My curved one does not have a hood.
What do you mean hood?
Like hood.
What, the circumcision? I've never seen a dildo that's not circumcised. They're all circumcised.
I feel like there must be some out there.
I've never seen a dildo that's not circumcised. They're all circumcised.
I feel like there must be. There's everything out there.
We've got the ones that are just a shape, but the ones that are in a shape of a penis, they're all circumcised. I've never seen one that's not circumcised.
Okay, look at this one.
It's an uncircumcised dildo.
Oh, is that you gotta beep that out?
It's uncircumcised, guys. This is the first time I've seen uncut.
I wonder what the feeling's like. No, I don't want to know.
Balls, I'm not buying it.
I want to know what
got balls.
It feels like for them.
Yeah. Anyone with balls, I just feel like
balls are so. What's the point?
I think the ring just fits better with balls. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just my mind. I don't know.
Oh. No, not us getting
excited. That was £20. That one. So we can't show you guys because YouTube's gotta, you know.
Yeah, we're gonna get banned.
I'm buying this one. I'm buying this one. Send me the link. Girl, I just got my new dildo.
This one looks really good.
Ciao.
Oh wow.
I like that. That's rude.
But I wish it came in black.
Isn't coming black? Oh, she's must said she looks to have brown ones.
Yeah, I'll get it though. Because how can you just have?
I'm just gonna get it. It's that one's mixed race.
How can you have? No, it's not. You have what different color to your race?
That one's a light skin mixed race.
You know, this is white, right?
I don't think I've ever seen a mixed race penis before. I assume that's what it looks like.
Well, it is a little bit brown, but it's less.
You could do some tan.
Yeah,
okay,
I could definitely do with some melanin.
I don't really want a Caucasian dildo, to be honest.
Yeah, because it just doesn't match up.
It doesn't match. It looks a bit weird.
But this is really good though. This is really good. But that's what I mean. Like this is why we need a sex toy line, because we need some brown dildos.
Yeah, there's not enough brown dildos. A lot of them are black.
Yeah.
All my dildos are black. I've got a see-through one.
I've got a black one that melted.
I
didn't even use it yet, and it melted.
That's crazy.
I don't know what happened.
Is that the one we bought?
Yeah.
It melted. That was quite good. I remember I bought one as well.
Yeah, but I don't like the material. It's different to the ones that I usually have because it's a bit
different.
soft.
Yeah,
it's a bit softer. Like,
but the person I used it on liked it.
Maybe it feels better.
Yeah, it's about them, innit? And then
yeah, it is. I mean, it is about. It's about
both of us, but for that specific things. Yeah. Anyway, it's a lot of dildo talk right now. That wasn't very intentional.
The dildo talk was not on the agenda.
Yeah. Also, I just wanted to end the podcast by talking about our nails.
Oh, I need to get my nails done.
I've been picking it off. Look,
I haven't because I don't want it to be. Why did you do that?
I need to. I'm going out tomorrow, and I need to get these off.
You need to get them off.
She told me acetone because these are gel. If these acetone and foil, she was telling me today.
Foil,
exactly. She said she was telling me today that I need to put the cotton buds and then wrap it, the acetone in cotton bud and put it on my nails and then wrap it in foil.
That is so extra. I didn't know this was gel.
And then scrape on top of that.
I didn't know this was this hard
is gel.
work. So that means that every time we want to take it off, we got to just go and get it done, basically.
Yeah, so our appointment is this week.
Yeah.
So we'll be getting our nails done, guys. Well, we've got it done once.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to try and make it a monthly thing. And, you know, because we've been talking about how we want y'all to get y'all nails done. So obviously it makes sense if we have ours done too. So, because people are coming for us, boy, the comments that time.
They're like, yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, man, look, if I saw a woman with the nails I've got on my hands right now, they're looking crusty, I have to get the ick.
No, but honestly, mine look bad as well. Like, look at mine's like, you know, I feel like this is when it's growing out. Like,
yeah, I've got to feel that growing out, but I've been picking mine off because I didn't know you have to do all this acetone, so I've been picking it off because I'm going out tomorrow and I just can't have these nails when I'm going out tomorrow. I need fresh nails.
So you're gonna do the whole thing, like you're gonna do the acetone.
Well, but I think I'm gonna go to the shop and just ask them to take off.
Oh yeah, that's easier.
I'll do it in the shop and we have our nail appointment, but I might as well do my nails at the shop. I might just cancel my nail appointment instead of going to Jeans, innit? So yeah, guys, I just want to talk about masculine nails. Do you know what? Before, I wasn't about doing my nails thing. I was go and get a manicure and I get a little one coat of clear on. But there was a rise in people getting nail art.
Even men, cishet men.
Yeah, cishet men, they're doing it as well. And keep me peeling it off. And I'm into it. I got flames, if you can see the flames and middle fingers, but obviously I've been peeling it off, But sorry, I just swore. But yeah, middle fingers and a smiley face and middle fingers, and I'm into it. I felt really special doing that.
I felt really good doing that as well. Like we all did, like, except for Bianca, but we all did.
Toby didn't do hers either.
She didn't do hers either.
Toby didn't do her nails either. Them two are both Geminis. They both got the same birthday, and I'm not surprised I didn't do their nails.
That makes a lot of sense actually. Okay, so 4 out of 6 did their nails, and I was really happy with it. Like I was just like, it was like a bonding experience, but it was also nice to like get pampered a little bit. Like it was a bit of self-care, wellness, and I really enjoyed that. And I definitely feel like we should make it a thing.
Yeah, our appointment is on Thursday, you know.
Okay, it's already booked.
Yeah, it's already
okay, cool.
Yeah, but I'm gonna ask if we can. You guys go ahead. I have to go to the shop. But it was, it was nice to do something like that with the lads. Do you know what I mean? It was. It's not everyday party, and I think that as you get older, that becomes an issue in like friendships, friendship groups. That people want more friendship with substance. People don't want to be going out in a club all the time. People want to go out to eat, talk. They want to chill in the house. They want to do things. And this pampering thing, I never really thought about all of us getting pampered before, but it was really nice.
It's really nice. Even like we should be like going for like massages and stuff like that. It's not every day the club.
It's not every day. Like, do you know what I mean? And when you take care of your stuff as well, you even look nicer in the club afterwards.
Exactly. When I had my nails done, I was feeling nice, man.
Girl.
I was feeling nice. It's not only our hair that we should get. Obviously, feet as well. We need to get our feet done too.
I haven't done my feet for years.
Yeah, I did mine before Malta.
So it's almost a year now.
Yeah, but it's just not enough.
Nah, it's not enough. I don't think I've done mine for about 2 years.
Yeah.
But shout out to Jamie, who always posts the podcast every single week while she's doing people's nails. Her customers listen to the pod with her when she's doing their nails.
Yeah.
So Jamie's nail page is Jamie Gels Nail Artist. And we're gonna put that in the bio down below, so you can book with Jamie. You know, Jamie's got you based in Mare Street. She's LGBT friendly. She's everything friendly, and you will have a good time with Jamie. Jamie has got a great personality,
great vibes. And
we went out to eat Echo the other day, and I feel like I ate the pounded down with my hands. Maybe that is why I need to get these nails off now. But it's fine. She's your pattern queen. Do you know what I mean? She's got the designs on deck, and she does it all with gel. I hope I sold that really well. Jamie didn't ask me to do that, by the way. I'm being genuine. There you go.
She is being genuine. She is. I think next time I'm gonna go for a smiley face.
A smiley face? Yeah, go for it. You know.
Yeah.
You know, my love interest liked it. Anyway. Okay, so thanks for listening, guys. We've reached the end of this episode. Thanks for listening. Make sure you use the hashtag Tutu's podcast and conversation on Twitter. Make sure you rate and review us. Leave a comment in Spotify and all that good stuff. What should they do? Like, comment and subscribe. Comment on our Twitter and our TikTok and our Instagram. And all of that good stuff. And until next week, peace.